Okay, we're back. So let's figure out this error here. So in my console, I'm seeing a reference error. A is not defined. So let me look back in my code and just look for any A's that are maybe like trying to be a variable or something like that. So I don't see anything there. Oh, I see the problem. Okay, hopefully you guys see this too. So this A, B, C, D, E, F are not variables. They're supposed to be strings. So I gotta make these strings. So bloop, bloop, bloop. Doop, doop, doop. And make these little strings here. Okay. Alright. So let's hit run. See if we have any errors in the console. We don't, so that's good. Good sign. So let's hit run and just see what happens here. So oh my gosh. Okay, I think we got it. So you kind of see we have lots of different colors flying in. Let's just review how this works. So I'm going to just kind of clean up, tidy my code a little bit here, and I want to review how everything works exactly. So I'm going to go back to my HTML file, if you follow with me. We have a button with an ID of BTN, and that's what we're going to use to select with our JavaScript. And there's our little lovely button. I'm going to go back to our index file now, our index.js file, and this is how we attached our JS to the button. And then we made a variable called color values that is an array, and it contains these specific values that could potentially be a hexadecimal number. Then we decided we would attach our add event listener with a click to the change background color. So I attached this add event listener to the button, remember? So the button itself is now, it's listening all the time for a click, which is what allows me to do that, right? So it's always listening for me to touch and click it. There's other different options here too, like you can do mouse over, and there's a mouse in and outs that also work as well. So I'll show you guys that at some point soon. Then this always takes a second argument. It's like, hey, what function do I need to run? So you can see, like, I need to run this function. What function am I running? Well, I'm running this function here, and the only purpose and job of this function is to change the style of the background color. So at this point we're going to, remember, concatenate this choose random color that we created from this function. So remember, the choose random color function literally returns a hex values array that's joined together as a string. So maybe before we let's just test something here. Let's console.log our hex values dot join. Oops, it isn't there. And let's just see what this does. I want to see kind of like what happens here. So my console right now is blank, but the moment I touch this, is there anything in my console? Ah, ha ha! Look how awesome this is. So there's my 4F, 4C, 65, and then 0, 8, 5, 3, 8, 9, whatever that says. I'm going to click some more. And there's all those more other colors too. So this is super cool. All we're doing is clearly creating lots of different hex values. And once we've done that, well, that's the value of this function. Well, where do we use that value of the function? We use it right here. And we concatenate this little hashtag to the front of it. And so ultimately this value is this with a little hashtag attached to the front. And that's what allows us to change the background color in a random way every single time. So your job is hopefully to have gotten a working project. I challenge you at this time to see if you can just make the HTML file look a little prettier. You can style this up slightly, maybe move the button to the center or maybe to the middle down here towards the bottom. And maybe you don't do the entire background. Maybe you make a div, like right here, like a little box, like a window, and that window changes colors every time. And what would be really cool is to actually display the hex value directly in the center of the window. So let's make this a challenge. Let's go ahead and take our button. We're going to move it to the, like somewhere at the bottom, or the center's fine. Doesn't matter if it be the top or bottom. Then I want you to take like a div and build like a box. And I want that box to change colors, obviously, like we've been doing. And then I want you to actually display the value, the hex value, in the center of the box. And see if you can get it. I think it'd be really cool. And show it to me when you get it, and I'll give you a grade for it. So, thank you.